Hello and welcome to part 2 of this video series where we're going to create a drivable vehicle in Unreal Engine 5. So, with that being said, let's get started. So, we're going to start by opening up Unreal. We want to choose a new project. We want to choose blank, and you can give your project a name. I'm just going to call mine car game. Okay, once the project has loaded, we need to do a little bit of setup. So we're going to go to Edit, Project Settings, and not Project Settings, Edit and Plugins. And we want to search for Chaos. And we want to go all the way to the bottom. And we want to enable this option that says Chaos Vehicle Plugin. We're going to click this. It's going to ask us to restart the editor. Gonna click restart and we'll come back once that's done. Okay, once we're back, we're gonna go back into the editor. Now the plugin has been enabled. We're gonna go to File, New Level, and we want to choose the basic level. Now this is gonna give us a basic ground plane that we can drive around on. Then we're going to open up the content browser. I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna create a new folder, and we're gonna call this Blueprints. Let's open this up, and the next step is to click and drag our SK car, or whatever the name of the file is that you created, into Unreal Engine and choose Import. When we do that, it's going to bring in a bunch of materials. We're going to delete them because in this tutorial, we're not going to be setting up materials on our car. We're just going to leave it as default, or should I say with no material. Okay, so the first thing I do is we need to set up the physics asset. So what we need to do is when we look at this, we can see that the wheels and the body has these capsules. This is not the way that we want this to be set up. So on the left hand side, we're going to select all of these and we're going to choose a delete. Then we need to go to the icon, the cog icon here, and we're going to choose show bones. Now we can see the bones, and this is why it's useful for us to name it properly. So first thing I want to do is want to select the base bone, and we want to go over to where it says primitive type. We want to choose a single convex hull and choose create, and you see that now this is more representative of the car's general body shape. And next we want to select all of the wheels, and we want to choose the shape to be sphere and press create. So once that's done, we've now set up our physics asset. We can close this up. Next, let's set up the blueprint. So we're going to right click, choose blueprint, and here we want to choose search, and we want to type in pawn, and we're looking for this one that's named wheeled vehicle pawn. We're going to choose select, and let's give the name BP underscore. I'm going to call this my car. Let's open this up, and we need to add a few components here. So firstly, let's select the mesh component, and we want to choose our car. So SK underscore car. This brings our car into the blueprint. The next thing we want to do is we want to add a spring arm. So let's add a spring arm, and with the spring arm selected, let's add a camera. So the spring arm is going to be used to control the distance in which the camera is at. So I found in this particular model that around 750 is pretty good. Now, depending on your model, you might want to choose a different distance, or maybe it could be a little further or a little closer. So depending on your own model. But if you're following along with this tutorial, the values I'm using here are ones that I sort of played around with beforehand and found work pretty well. Let's select the spring arm. I'm going to click and drag this up so it's about the center, and then let's rotate it a little bit, so something like this. And so when our camera is in the game and it's looking at car, it's going to look a little something like this. Let's save this, and now let's add a wheel. So let's type in wheel, and we've got this chaos wheel vehicle movement. We're going to be using this component here in order to drive the movement of our car. Now, if we press play, we can see that we just spawn in here as this random camera. We want to set up the game mode and the default pawn. So let's right click. I'm going to choose blueprint class and let's create a game mode. We're going to call this GM for game mode and call this my game. Then we can open up the game mode and we want to set the default pawn to be the car. Click and drag this over here. So this means that when the game spawns, we'll spawn as the car. We're going to go to edit, projects, settings, and we need to search for game mode. And we need to use our custom game mode here. So GM car. So now if we press play, we should spawn in as the car. Now we can see that it's kind of floating. There are two things that we can do to deal with that. One is we can select this and push it down a little bit. We don't want to push it too far. Otherwise it might clip through the ground like this. So there we go. And actually it says bad. We can just pull this back up. It's okay. And the next thing we want to do is we want to select the mesh components. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually push this up here into this tab. I'm going to type in simulate, and we want to choose simulate physics, and we press compile. And now when we run the game, our car now is simulated and falls to the ground. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up some of the input controls so we can look around the car, and then we'll end this video, and then in the next video we'll look at how to make it drive forward, backwards, left, right, and have brakes. So let's deal with the camera. So let's create a new folder. We're going to call this inputs, and we need to create two files here. File number 1 is going to be the input mapping context. So we're going to type in imc underscore car control, something like this. And let's right click, and then we need to create the mapping for the button that's going to control the camera movement. So we're going to choose inputs, and we want to choose input action. We're going to call this IA and underscore, and we'll call this camera rotation. So for the camera rotation, we need to change the type here to a vector. So axis to the vector, we do save, and then open up the IMC, and then we need to choose to add the inputs, and let's add the mapping. And for the mapping, we want to choose the camera controller, and then we're going to extend this out. And the first thing we're going to do is we want to set what it is that we're using to control. In this case, we're going to be using the mouse, and we have this option here that says mouse XY to the axis. That's the one we want. And then we want to add a modifier, and the modifier is going to allow us to do things like negation, which is going to allow us to invert the axis, and we want to do that on the Y. So we're going to uncheck the X and Z. So this means that we can move our mouse left to right, no problem. And when we move up and down, it's going to be inverted, which should give us a more natural feel. Now, if you don't want an inverted camera, you don't have to enable the trigger. Okay, so let's bring in the IMC here. So we're going to right click and choose Get Player Controller. And we need to do this on the event begin play. So let's click and drag these both up. And then from here, we're going to type in enhance. And we want to choose this Get Enhanced Inputs Local Subsystem. And then from here, we're going to choose Map It. So we're going to add mapping context. Here we want to choose our IMC file. And then we're going to click and put this in over here. And this should set up the controls so we can now use it within our blueprint. Now, what we can do now is we can take the input action, click and drag this in here. So now we have access to it. We want to take the action value, right click and choose break. And then we're going to add your inputs, and we want to plug this in to X, and then we can do add pitch inputs and add this into Y. Now, if we play this, we're going to notice it's not going to work we're moving our mouse and it's not working. The reason for that is we need to go back to our spring arm and let's open rots for rotation, and we need to use this use pawn control rotation. Once we enable this, we should now be able to look around our car. So as we can see, our car is now on the ground and we can move our camera around. So with that being said, that's how we can input the car and get it set up initially in the blueprint, and we can rotate our camera around. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you are following along or you have your own custom car you're using, I'd love to see what you're doing in the comments. And until the next video where we're going to learn how to control the car, thanks for watching and bye bye.